Shakur Loma, right? So it looks like we're gonna get that fight next. Looks like it's for the champion, for WBC, I believe it is.
Mhm.
Um, I guess maybe Loma's gonna attempt to collect the belts one by one, even though he said he really didn't want to do that. Man, the dude has some real fortitude, man.
Yo, mental fortitude, bro. To start from the beginning, it's like playing a video game
No
back
memory
in the
card back in
days
the
when you had
days.
the PlayStation 2 with no memory card and you died and had to start over. Oh my
Yo,
God, bro.
bro. Yo, true story. And I can't tell you why. It's probably one of the dumbest things. I never used to have a memory card like PS1. I used to be playing Metal Gear Solid with no memory card.
What?
And I don't know why, because I could have just asked my mom, I was like, yo, I need a memory card. And it was like probably like what, 1999? She probably got me the memory card. I used to just leave the game on. But the thing is, I would go outside and play basketball or something and come back home and like, who turned the game off?
Off.
The whole time, bro, I could have just bought a damn memory card.
Yeah,
But,
you
but
was young though, because like, yeah, we was extremely young, so you probably just like, I'm gonna just start over. But that is crazy though, you know, memory card. But I've been there, like no memory card. You try to leave the game on to try to, play, and the game gets cut off, and it's
yeah.
oh man, like. But Loma, man, I respect it though. I respect it. I would like to see that fight. I think that fight is going to be exciting. Do you think it will generate? Do you think it will sell more than the Haney versus Loma fight? What are your thoughts?
No, I don't think it will.
Okay.
I don't think it will. It'll probably be on par or maybe a little bit less. There's no titles on the line, and I think that was the major
Yeah.
selling point of the Haney Loma. I think Loma was the bigger name in terms
Mhm.
of if it's just a name attraction, but then the undisputed fight versus, like people know Shakur, but I think it's going to probably be Loma's name again to carry it this time without the undisputed buzz. I think it'll be a little less successful, but
I agree.
I do think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a good fight, and I think what it will be for the audience is, even though there's no triangle theories in boxing, they're going to use it as a measuring stick. If Shakur beats Loma, they want to see if he beat him more convincingly than Devin
Yeah.
Haney. Do you,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Or if Loma beats Shakur, then they're going to revisit the whole Haney thing, or it's really just going to be a measuring stick fight. I think Shakur is going to be favored. People are going to want to see Shakur win because I think they want to see Shakur on this continued chase after Devin Haney.
Yeah. I agree. I agree exactly with everything you said. It's definitely going to be used as a measuring stick just to see. And I'm kind of torn because I'm like, man, because I felt like Loma beat Haney, right? Like I think it was clear enough. But it's like, now you got to fight Shakur. So if you lose to Shakur now, people's going to, slowly forget about you. And then they're going to really push the Shakur versus Haney fight. But then if Shakur loses, then they're gonna be like, oh, we got to give Devin his credit, even though he did lose. They're like, oh, let's give, they gave him a gift. And then they may try to, I guess, probably push the Loma potentially fighting Devin if Devin decides to come back down. But that's another thing too. Like, do you think Devin even comes back down? I don't think he comes back.
Devin ain't coming back.
I don't think he comes back down. So that's like another thing too. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a tough fight for both guys. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people didn't give Loma too much of a chance. Going into Haney, they thought maybe he's too old now. Haney's too big. In the fight, he didn't look too old. Size didn't really look like too much of a deciding factor.
Yep.
So I guess you can't really write him off yet versus Shakur, even though Shakur has been looking very, very sharp, right?
Right.
But I guess if I had to pick, I would probably favor Shakur. Yeah, I don't know. I think Loma probably is gonna have to like hurt him to kind of like get him out of range and get him uncomfortable.
Yeah,
which is not far fetched because Loma obviously has some pop. He had Devin Haney hurt a couple times in that fight too.
Absolutely, he's a bigger puncher, even though he's a smaller man, which clearly shows time and time again. Boxers show power goes further than size. Size matters, but of course, punching power goes further.
Yeah, and I guess stylistically, I don't really want to break down right now the fight, but stylistically, who do you favor in that fight?
Stylistically, it's tough because factor in preparation. Shakur has another southpaw that he can spar with, which plays a huge role in development, right? Which is Bud Crawford. And when you spar another southpaw, you get in that muscle memory. At that point, you understand exactly, how to, measure distance. The only difference is you just got to understand angles. Like Loma's angles is no one moves like Loma, right? So I think that's one advantage that Shakur has that Devin Haney didn't have, right? And I'm leaning towards Shakur, right? I don't know how motivated Loma truly is for this fight. Especially since he fell kind of off the mountain and he has to climb back up. I'm not sure if he's that's motivated to kind of come in and take this fight. So I am leaning towards Shakur Stevenson for sure. Because Shakur's talented, he's gifted, he got the skill set as well. And I believe Shakur is a vastly superior in skill compared to Devin Haney. Even though Devin Haney had the size, but Devin Haney just don't have the punching power. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Shakur hits harder than Devin Haney. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. The thing about Shakur is Shakur capitalizes a lot on your mistakes. And not saying Loma doesn't make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But with his patience, I would like to see that against Shakur. You know, someone that's just not itching to hit first, as a lot of Shakur's opponents are. And then he gets that distance and he just picks them off. So I think it'll be a little bit different, probably very slow starting fight as, Loma takes the time, takes his time. And, will we see Shakur get impatient? Like, this guy's not swinging enough for me and, start trying to go after him. So, I think stylistically it could be a good fight. No matter, what you say about Loma, he's older or what. I don't think he's a walk in the park for just anybody,
I agree.
So
I agree.
And I guess stylistically, I mean, this would be far-fetched. This wouldn't happen. But I guess if Loma wants to spar a southpaw, he can go spar Usyk.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, Usyk wouldn't really hit him. I guess just to mirror the movements. You know what I'm saying? They could just chase each other around.
Ukrainian bond.
Yeah,
so,
man. I haven't heard from Usyk in a while. I'm gonna change gears after this, but I just wanted to throw this one out here. Did you see that Dillian White is pulled out of the Anthony Joshua fight? He failed his
failed the drug test. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that just crossed my mind. I said Usyk. I know that's not really the topic at hand here, but I just thought about that one. But